You can't deny that when it comes to female characters, Android 18 is one of the most famous in the whole Dragon Ball series. She was the only woman beside Bulma who can beat the hell out of Vegeta. She is also a big contributor for the survival of Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power. She is also not fond of corny characters, well, if you disregard Krillin. That is why it is no one's surprise that she got rid of the most irritating characters in the Tournament of Power right now. And if I assume that we are on the same page, you're thinking about the Ace Warrior of the Universe too. It kinda struck me odd that the Universe of Love and Beauty only got the love part right. Ribrianne was one of the most hated characters in the Dragon Ball Super, and for a very obvious and valid reason. She will pick on exhausted enemies and she talks about love every time. Unluckily for her, love is also what made her fall out of the stage. Ribrianne's transformation is in plain and simple word ugly. She transformed into a bigger version of herself. Think of Attack on Titan parody where the Titans talk a lot about love. But that is not the worst part. Ribrianne can now do mouth blasts like a rampaging Gorgulas. Ribrianne's size makes it harder for Android 18 to fight, and at one point, the Universe 2 Ace Warrior got the Earth android on a hard cage. But because of Ribrianne's speech about love and seeing Krillin almost jumping out of the bench to save her, Android 18 was empowered. With Android 17's help, she eliminated Ribrianne out of the ring with a punch. With Universe 2's Ace Warrior gone, it might spell trouble for them to stay in the fight. It might be possible that we're gonna see a double erasure of universes in the future. Universe 2 and Universe 6 is on the brink of erasure. What will happen to them in the future? We will find out soon. Get the best viral stories straight into your inbox. Page 2. Hey everyone. Dragon Ball Super episode 117 aired today, and the episode delivered. It mostly focused on Universe 2, their ongoing battle against Universe 7. The androids have had a brief scuffle with the Universe 2 warriors once, and it continued here once again. We'll be discussing some of the most important points from Dragon Ball Super episode 117. So, let's begin. The first thing I wanna discuss is Android 18 and her future role in the Tournament of Power. I think many expected her to drop out in this episode, but that didn't happen really. She was able to defeat a transformed Ribrianne, and that too carrying an injury. So, I think that surprised a lot of fans. But Ribrianne is finally eliminated, and I think everyone is just happy that happened. However, Android 18 is carrying an injury, so she will probably not last long enough. Another important thing to note in this episode was Universe 2, and their elimination. They lost Ribrianne and Rosie in the same episode, and they were probably their strongest fighters. Now, we know for sure that Universe 2 will get erased in the next episode, when Goku rings them out with a Kamehameha wave. So, another universe is getting erased. Universe 6 is also one of the universes who are in the danger of getting erased. In episode 117, we saw how Gohan and Piccolo were cornered by Sayonel and Piranha. It looks like there will be an intense fight in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super between Gohan and Piccolo and the Namekins. It is possible that two universes will go down in the same episode. Definitely a possibility. An important thing to note about Goku was that he isn't in as bad shape as he was when he used Ultra Instinct for the first time. His body is getting used to the strain that it causes. We also know that Goku will be fighting against Universe 2 warriors in the next episode of Dragon Ball Super. So, that's going to be exciting, but not so much for Universe 2, because we all know that they're getting the short end of the stick here. Finally, Vegeta's Ultra Instinct attempt was another thing that is worth talking about in this episode. He tried to take blows and make his body move on its own, but he got tired and took down Catobsla with one punch. While this doesn't prove anything, I think we'll be getting Ultra Instinct Vegeta very soon in the future of Dragon Ball Super. New DBS News hints Super Namekey and God. Hey everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 107